F.O.S. Media, unclog your feed.
In the Bravo universe, there are two equally destructive forces: the housewives, who start it, and the producers, who make sure it finishes on camera. These are their stories.
You know, my mother watches this sometimes and she goes, "Yo no entiendo ese muchacho."
What the fuck does that even mean?
She says that she doesn't understand you. What? What's your point is? I mean, she's 94 and Cuban.
Yeah. No, old people just definitely
don't
don't like me.
Yeah, they don't get you.
But I've also come out and I have said before, I do not subscribe to the belief of respect your elders.
No.
I say fuck your elders.
Fuck the elders, man. They're
They're almost gone anyways.
Exactly.
Welcome back to another episode of Reality Court. My name is Ace Fanning, host of the Sister Wives podcast. Love should be multiplied, not divided. And I've got a new little accessory going, guys. I'm going blind. And it's been quite a journey to restore my vision, but I'll talk about it in a minute. Guys, please welcome my very beautiful co-host, who just told me her mother doesn't understand me. Ana Quincoces, celebrity chef, former Real Housewife of Miami, porn star.
How long am I going to milk that former Real Housewives of Miami? It's been
forever.
A decade.
Probably longer.
But you know, David Quinn from People, when he did that book, I forgot what it was called, he interviewed me for like 2 hours and he quoted me in the book, I swear, much more important housewives. And I said something to him and it was kind of taken out of context, but I still stand by it. When you're a former housewife, you are that forever. Like when you're president, you're always president forever. I know there's a difference, but he put it in the book like at the beginning. It was funny.
Well, it is true though.
It is true. You never lose that title.
I am forever Reality Court. You are forever Reality Court.
Right. Forever.
That's
forever.
Right.
It's who we've become. But that's why we're so successful, Ace. Because we are the essence of something we believe in. So help me, Andy Cohen.
So help me, Andy Cohen.
Yeah.
Listen, I know that I said earlier this week that Thursdays is for hard-hitting news, but really quick, I do want to quickly talk people through my vision journey because it's been a very tough battle for me. So my vision's been getting blurry, and I have been feeling like either I'm having a stroke, I have extremely high blood pressure and I'm going to die, or I'm getting old and my vision's going. And so I go to Costco and I do the eye test. Turns out I have 20/20 vision
still,
but I used to have 2015 vision. So he said that my vision went from pristine to good, and I'm basically just a baby, and I can't deal with the little bit of blurriness.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh no, I'm completely blind to the point where, that first line on the eye chart is like.
But that's the thing. I've never struggled with I could see any line on that chart. And then,
so did you try on a lot of glasses?
This is like my 5th pair because I have a huge head and nothing fits.
Okay. But
the good news is I can read the notes. I'm not.
Right. And we can see the reflection on your computer.
Yes.
Perfectly.
Yeah. So when I get my porn up in the corner when you're talking, I'm not listening. And you just see people like,
okay, so
guys, that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about the hard-hitting news.
There was different looks that you could have used, and this is what you decided was best on you.
No, there's another pair that is the best on me, but these are the only ones that fit my head.
Okay.
Of the 5 pairs that I got.
They look really good. I like them.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that.
So
I'm still hoping to find a giant pair of the other one.
Okay. Well, let's start doing the hard news.
Hard-hitting news, guys. Yep. Welcome to Reality Court, where we bring you all of the hard-hitting news in the world. First up, Lisa is trolling Angie Scroll.
You know what?
Yeah.
100%. I believe Angie. Because
I do too.
in the history, if you yourself are trying to reset your password, sometimes you can't. They put you on pause. You have to contact through different methods. You're never going to be the one to put in the phone number to reset something because that defeats
I think what she was trying to say is like they photoshopped my number into that.
No,
but it didn't come across that way.
She said when they asked whatever, they put the number in. She says that's not how it works. Look, I understand, Ace. I understand that you like when people are completely unhinged like that and have no real grasp on reality, and everybody's obsessed with me, and I have a huge life. I mean, you did see the thing of you love it. Did we ever share the thing about this guy that was with Jennifer Lopez? What's his name? I can't stand him. Ben Affleck saying, I have no idea who she is. Remember I sent you the video? Yeah,
we talked about it. We showed the whole video.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, at least I know I'm senile. Listen, she's a liar. Yeah. She's a crazy, crazy liar. And I don't
Can I tell you though about the Ben Affleck thing?
Yeah.
The Ben Affleck thing is, the problem is, and I saw this at BravoCon, there are people who think that they are a lot more important than they are and a lot closer to people than they really are. I feel like I'm the opposite. I assume everyone I meet has no idea who I am, and I'm a stranger to everybody, and they don't remember ever meeting me.
Yes, and that's not the case, but it's funny, you really do think that.
But with Lisa Barlow, I think she thinks like, she goes up to him and she's like, Ben, can I get you water or anything? And he's like, I'm fine, thanks. And she's like, oh my God, me and Ben are so close. He didn't even want me to get him water because he didn't want me to feel like the help. And, and I feel like that's like, she genuinely in her heart thinks I'm so close with Ben Affleck. But
she's a very strange person. The reality. What's up with her sending tequila to the Church of Satan?
Listen, everyone's got a drink, okay?
I don't know.
I don't know what the Church of Satan is, but I guess there's two different kinds.
Right, but she didn't know which one she was sending it to. That was clear.
Nah.
She sent it because they asked. And
she's a philanthropist.
It's not that. I think she's probably afraid not to send it.
I would be too. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
no, I don't.
So you do believe Angie?
Yeah, 100%. I'm never going to take Lisa's side in anything, but I love watching her. She brings me so much joy.
Really? There's nothing about her. I think you get more annoyed.
When she was sitting there like a robot.
Yeah.
I thought that was so fucking funny. I'm like, what are you doing? She's so wildly insecure with her looks. And
she is. She's so uncomfortable in her own skin.
Yes.
Why is that? Why is that?
I think it probably stems from the cankles, and then it just kind of was hard to get away from. But she's absolutely insecure with herself. And that's why I find her so interesting, because you can tell she's insecure, but she comes across as though she's so full of herself.
Right. Well,
it's beautiful dynamic.
A superiority, the appearance of superiority is an inferiority complex in disguise. Everybody knows that.
Right.
Well, I can't stand her. I can't stand watching her. I don't like her. I don't find her amusing. I find her offensive in every way.
I love her. Love her.
But don't you think this whole cast is getting weird? Like everybody's weird. Everybody's transformed into something else.
I feel like somebody else said this, and I don't know if it was on our podcast or something else I listened to, but they were like, I think that Salt Lake needs a little bit of a break because they just kept going one after the other because it was hot,
they need a break. Yeah.
But it's like, give them a little bit of a break. Make them think that they're on pause, but don't really put them on pause, and then be like, all right, we want to bring the show back.
Right. So that they can appreciate what they had and they learn how to behave. I mean, look, the Andy walking out, I thought it was going to be worse than what it was because he was like smiling the whole time. It was a little bit for dramatic flair, I think.
Yeah.
And although they talk over each other, they have no respect for anybody. They just go on and on. They have private conversations the whole time. I've never seen that really at a reunion at that level.
No, but that's what I love. Like, people are like, I can't even tell what they're saying. I'm like, well, then you haven't been around women long enough, because I know what everybody's saying, and I can pick up every single sentence that is being yelled back and forth at each other.
Okay, but look, what happened to Heather? Heather is starting to look like a bird or something weird in her face.
I thought that Heather's dress was so weird for somebody, I feel like, who's got such a like rockin' bod now. Like, it felt very matronly.
Tacky. Yeah, she's tacky. I mean, these women all need. No, I liked Meredith's dress. And I guess Lisa's was fine too. I don't remember seeing.
I thought Lisa looked great at the reunion.
Yeah, she did.
Her face looked snatched. I don't know if she ended up getting an actual facelift or she's still just doing threads, but she looked really good. But I also, I think we already talked about this, didn't we? Whitney's the Winter Olympics sign over Whitney's face.
No.
Oh yeah, if you watched it on live. There's the Winter Olympics logo, like, hey, don't forget Winter Olympics is coming. And every time it panned to Whitney, it was over her face.
Why is that?
Yeah, it's just... And people think Whitney's going. And I'm like, why? Why have we not learned our lesson that we don't always need to change things up?
Yeah, no, I don't think... I think the cast is fine the way it is. I do think that you're absolutely right about them needing a little bit of a break, especially now that Brittani came out yesterday and in no uncertain terms said she will never film with Meredith again. Also, there's been talk about Meredith leaving the show. There's always that thing. And it's like Housewives behaving badly, you know?
I think, though, that Meredith is an icon because of Salt Lake, and I don't know if she gets to stay in that position if she leaves.
Of course not. Of course, it's not been long enough, and she doesn't have enough going on her own. Like, for example, like Gertie is a good example of this. I don't know if Gertie is coming back. Some people have said that she's not. I don't know. But Gertie is doing so many things. She has so many projects, so many different things that I think that we'll still remember her much more than what we remember, let's say, Nicole. Nicole keeps it on the DL. You know what I mean? Her life is much more quiet. But Gertie is like, here I am, and you're going to listen to me. And I don't think Meredith has that in her.
You're going to listen to me whether you want to or not.
Or whatever. I don't think Meredith has that. It's not been...
No.
I don't know. I don't even know that I follow her on social media. I don't. No, I don't find her... I think she's beautiful. I think she's smart. I think she has, good style for the most part. But... no, I don't think she's going anywhere. I think housewives say that when they think they have their position is safe and they want a little more attention. They want that, you want like the boyfriend to tell you you're pretty or you're whatever, and so you pretend.
I always want my boyfriend to tell me I'm pretty
or whatever. Like women do that and they want attention. Men and women. God, I'm so sexist. It's horrible.
So sexist. We're all desperate. Basically.
We're all really desperate.
Mary opened up about Robert Jr. And she did say, I haven't been to the jail. No, I'm not going to prison.
No, Andy, that's weird. She said that's weird if she went to the jail.
No, what she says is it's weird to see your kid in that position. Like, she's like, I don't want to see
I'm sorry,
that.
If your kid is in jail, I mean, nothing could keep me from going.
Okay, can I ask you this? Let's say Beva kills somebody, okay?
Yeah, I'd help her bury the body.
Okay. None? I'm saying, like, you're good to go. What if she, like, kills somebody totally innocent?
I'd help her bury the body.
Wow. That's a good mom right there.
Yeah. That's the way it is. You'll see.
I like that. Okay. No, oh, for sure. My kids killed someone right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like they need a killing. No, I find it weird. I find it weird that did you see like the preaching? I don't want to offend anybody.
Okay.
But Andy was like, I loved seeing you preach. What a fucking bullshit thing to say. You really think he enjoyed watching her preach? Everybody that sees that, there's a little ickiness to it.
I just think to myself, I don't need Mary to preach. I don't need this.
That
I think
her
Mary's
congregation sees her as a god, and that her kink is money.
Right. Same.
Yeah. There's something. Look, there's certain people in the housewife world that I think there's a lot more to them than meets the eye, and that we haven't seen the underbelly. You know, Mary is one of them. Kathy Hilton is another one of them.
Oh, Kathy Hilton, absolutely. Kathy Hilton eats dogs or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like in her neighborhood, it's like dogs keep going missing and everyone's like, our dogs keep going missing. And it's like Kathy's got a little bit of fur hanging out of her mouth or something.
Because like,
I haven't seen Fluffy.
Expect that from that, you know, like you would think, no. But like, for example, Amanda from Beverly Hills. I can't stand her. It hasn't changed anything. I do feel bad from the last episode. But I think she's really kind of like a simpleton in my eyes. She has done all this stuff. She's in a group of women that are not impressed by the stuff that she's done. And so she keeps having to brag about the shit. She's, you know, you can expect the behavior, you know?
Let's talk about Beverly Hills for a minute. We can come back to Salt Lake. Okay. But with Beverly Hills, number one, Amanda Frances published her own books. Yeah. She's not published. So it's like, yes, you may have written them, but
self-published?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, my books weren't. I have one book that's self-published, my first book, but my other.
But I'm just saying, if you're going to compare your book to other people's books, like they're getting a deal. People want to hear from them.
Right.
You're just putting this out yourself.
Right. I got it. Yeah.
Right. And so I find with that, I just, you know what though? I love having her on the show, actually. I love that everyone hates her.
Oh, no, me too. That show needed that. They needed somebody like that. But I'm just saying that she's predictable. There's other people like Mary that no matter what, like something could come out tomorrow that she was once a man or worships bullfrogs or, you know, I don't know, ticks in the wild. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be that shocking to me because I know there's shit there that none of us know or understand. Same with Kathy Hilton. By the way, how does Kathy Hilton not have a generator that she has to go to Sutton's house to get her hair blown out?
I mean, you need a big ass generator for that house.
They're fucking Hiltons.
I know, but do you know that their money does not come from Hilton hotels?
Right now, no. I mean, they get some money from Hilton hotels, but it's their real estate.
But yeah, like that's not like how they're rich or anything.
No.
I'm like, oh.
Well, that's how Rick became rich because Conrad owned all the hotels. What he did with the money, I don't know. I mean, they have like a big real estate, you know, they do a lot of commercial real estate deals, and they have a real estate agency that Mauricio used to work at and stuff like that.
Then he started the agency, so yikes, tough. Okay, we can go back to Salt Lake really quick. Sorry, I just wanted to quickly mention that because I didn't want to lose it.
Okay.
Now, Meredith has come out and Andy's like, Meredith, do you think that, you know, there's any truth to what Brittany's saying about how you treated her? Well, Andy, I would love to answer this question. I will come right back to it. But however, first, I need to discuss something else. And that is that Brittany is a bigot. I'm like, what?
Where did this
come from?
That was also It was just so
That's
wrong.
a dirty play.
It is so dirty. It is so dirty. And I understand Brittani got really upset, but it seemed very genuine. It wasn't theatrics. I mean, she's very theatrical, but I do think that she was really hurt by this.
I think to myself, well, number one, Meredith, this guy was your nail person.
Right.
And the way that this guy got to Brittani was by saying, hey, I do Meredith's nails. Can I do your nails?
Right.
And for anyone to think for a minute that Brittani is paying attention to anything outside of Brittani
land
is seriously demented. So she's not paying attention to what's like Meredith just kept being like, it was on socials, it was on the news, everyone was seeing it. And it's like, okay. Brittany's entire Instagram feed is Brittani.
Brittany's singing here, Brittany's singing at the grocery store, Brittany's singing with Tito. Yes, it's all that.
Yeah.
I could never see her as a bigot or anti-Semitic. It's not in her. She doesn't care enough to hate something like that. She doesn't care. She's like, you go live your life, do your thing. It doesn't affect me. So whatever. I thought that was dirty.
And she's not going to do the groundwork when the guy says, hey, I'm getting flooded with all these bad reviews. Would you mind writing me a good one? She was like, oh yeah, for sure. You know?
Right. Because she was reviewing
It's
the
never
nails.
that deep with Brittani. It's never that deep.
No, never. Never. I honestly think that I know that Lisa's a compulsive liar, but tell me who you hang out with, I'll tell you who you are, They both behind the scenes are like, why are they obsessed with us? They're so jealous of us. They're so whatever. It's like, they're delusional. They're both delusional.
It's also so weird listening to Lisa, like, act like, or checking in with Meredith about how she's doing.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, did I mention everything? And she's like, yes, Lisa, I do believe you said everything.
Well, because they've had those conversations before. You think people don't get together and discuss the reunion and what I'm going to say and what you're going to say and what you're going to back me up with? Of course.
But we don't openly say it at the reunion. We don't openly check in with each other on if we're doing a good job.
These women have lost their minds. They've lost their minds. They're letting people look behind, the little curtain and seeing the wizard pull the levers. No, we still want some things let's pretend some stuff. You know?
I think a lot of people are just done with Whitney. They feel like she doesn't bring anything to the show. I completely disagree. But I also think if she wants to secure a spot for sure next season, bring back her dad.
Oh,
bring back her dad good. And his hair.
Yeah, his dad, his hair, Well, apparently there's a lot of issues between her and her husband about going back to the show and how they think the show has done, ruined their lives. And in essence, you ruin your own life.
Well, the main thing Justin hated was that Bravo takes such a big cut of their merch. That was his main problem.
Oh, he didn't have the Bethany clause?
No Bethany clause.
Oh, wow. That was his main thing. Well, I say leave the cast alone, honestly, the way it is. And I don't even know to make Brittany, is she the only friend of?
Yes.
Maybe we can bring one more friend of.
Okay. But remember that one season we had like 5 friend ofs, and it was like the one girl never even showed up anywhere.
Right.
Because they ended up editing her out because her husband hated gay people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Look,
she was really pretty.
Yeah, she was. Pretty's important. We want to see pretty people, even though we can't discuss their appearance, but we don't want to see ugly people all the time.
No. Like when I watched that, what was the members only on Netflix?
Oh my God.
Those women look like they've spent a lot of time in the sun.
No. Yeah.
It didn't feel like we were very snatched there. So,
by the way, did you love when no, because you loved them both, but when Mary kind of read Lisa and told her she was very dark and all this stuff, and Lisa didn't know where that was coming from, that was pretty intense. I loved it so much. Because
I loved when Andy was like, Lisa, how do you feel about Mary, like, taking up for you or whatever and sticking? And she was like, and Mary's like, she has no idea what he's talking about right now. No, I do. And I told Mary I really appreciate her and I'm really grateful to her. And she was like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, Mary is someone I love to love. Lisa's someone I love to hate.
Yeah.
It's
I
it's
still
all
like Mary.
great.
I still like Mary. I think we're going to see some weird shit from Lisa. I think we're going to see Lisa in the news. We're going to see possibly, I don't know. I don't know what her relationship is with the husband. I think everybody there has fucked up marriages. Just like, everybody on Persian Style is sleeping in separate beds. I don't know. Reality TV is not great for relationships. It's just not. We know that already, but definitely not. You should be afraid to go on Traitors.
Well, that's a very different reality show.
Is it?
It's not following my life.
It's not following your life, but then people will start being interested in, what about this guy? What's his wife like? What are his kids like? And it'll go to your head. You'll start getting recognized.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you got to be careful.
People will be like, are you Ace, the guy who was voted first out of Traitors? I'm like,
I don't think you would be voted out first at all.
You don't think?
No, I think you could win. I think you could win.
Wow. Thank you.
Well, yeah, because nobody expects you to be, you're not threatening. No, I mean that in the best way possible. I mean that in the best way.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll for sure take that.
So can we Beverly
back
Hills
to
for a second?
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
So we're at this, Rachel Zoe's having this dinner. Okay,
but before the dinner, what about Rachel Zoe's shopping?
What about it?
I don't know. She really is so fabulous.
She is. I want to see her bank accounts.
Oh, she makes so much money because she has a lot of
that licensing deal.
The licensing deal. I mean, I don't know if this is Rachel Zoe. She has stuff everywhere.
Do you know what I almost bought of hers was Christmas ornaments?
Yeah.
She had Christmas ornaments, and I was like, I like all
the licensing. They're skinny Latinas shapewear. I've told you this.
You've never sent me one.
Okay, well.
I'd love to try it on for everybody.
I can't wear them because all the bras are like these push-up bras that are padded, and I remember when the company sent them to me. I told them, let's do some Skims, style stuff, all nude colors or whatever. But that's not what sells at like Ross and TJ Maxx,
right?
Whatever. So they're all like, they didn't even fit me. But if you want, I'll send you. Maybe some shapewear would be good.
Yeah, I'll try them on live on the show. Let's let people see how good they work. See if they can get my dick awning under control. And
so, do you care at all about Beau's fertility journey?
I know this is going to be so wrong because my wife and I went through so much fertility stuff, but it's leaning into kids area, and I don't care for kids on Housewives. I don't know. I didn't like when we had to go with Melissa Gorga to see if Joe had sperm. I didn't like when Tinsley went and visited her eggs. I don't know. I just feel like I don't care.
People need storylines. I'm just not sure that guy is everything she thinks he is. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to support that whole. Yeah. Like, I don't.
Can you stop moving around? What? Like, I feel like all I hear on your desk is,
I'm sorry. I'm
like, God, are you jerking off over there or what? Good Lord.
No, I do that right
always
before.
Just touching shit. Oh, good. That's good. Well, you shouldn't do it before. You should save it for after. It's going to make you sleepy.
Oh, that's true. Okay, Ace, honestly.
Yeah.
What is your point?
Of what?
About Beau's. You don't care about her fertility journey, right? So let's.
No, I just don't. I'm not interested in that. Also, I mean, I lived it, and it's not fun whatsoever. Right. It's horrible.
Right. I don't know about. In other words, if she doesn't get pregnant, she's 47 years old. If she doesn't get pregnant, it seems that relationship won't work out because he wants a child, and I don't know. As a woman, I don't think you feel comfortable staying in a relationship where you can't give a man a child when he wants a child. Plus, I think he's younger, right? Isn't he substantially younger?
No, he looks older. She looks young. I'm in shock that she's 47, but I don't think she needs a man.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't. But
she's a powerhouse herself. So
absolutely. Listen, she's the first Real Housewife I would say, that's ever had a major, CMO
job coming into it.
Oh my God, for like Pepsi and stuff, she's had important jobs, serious important jobs. So I think, I don't think that guy has any money.
Okay, back at Rachel Zoe's dinner.
Party,
so we get Sutton confronting Jennifer Tilly, and I loved during this episode, so many people were like, well, Kyle told me.
Yeah, Kyle told me. But did you see Jennifer Tilly's response, how convoluted it was, and how she just doesn't speak in a straight line? Yeah, I said that. I thought there were some similarities, whatever, but she was like, I thought that maybe, it could be seen, and maybe for somebody like from the outside in, it could be perceived as, it's like, just say it. I can't with that. I can't. And I think Jennifer Tilly's becoming a little too self-important, and I think she wants full housewife status.
You know what's so funny is I've not been a Jennifer Tilly fan this entire time.
Now
and the second she turned on Sutton, I was like, fuck yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah.
But if she's going to go right back to Sutton, then never mind. So the big part, though, is Dorit decides this is the perfect opportunity to confront Amanda about the fact that Amanda said that, Dorit needs to be careful about how much she talks about PK. It could make a difference in her custody battle. Right. I don't think that's the worst thing to say.
I don't think that's the worst thing to say either. I don't, it's kind of like a common sense thing. When people get divorced, they say that you should see your ex-husband or ex-wife through your children's eyes. In order for your kids to have a positive relationship with them, you have to take away the personal, the anger, and all that stuff. So Dorit is pissed off about a lot of things, most importantly that she doesn't have enough money for all her fashion and everything else. And who cares that the girl said that? The problem is...
But also when she was like, one day you're telling me you're praying for me, the next day you're saying this, I'm like,
yeah, but it's not saying
if she was praying for you, she's saying I'm worried that this is going to fuck with her case. So she needs to stop talking about him.
I don't think, I don't love Amanda, but that's not the worst thing she's ever said. She really puts her foot in her mouth a lot.
We went through her website. We saw the worst stuff that she says,
And
vibes, the vibiness.
Super vibey. But I do think that, the story of the loss of her child is very sad. And believe me, that is a very painful thing. But just talking about, I can tell you that if somebody that I cared about lost a child, they would not want to go out to a dinner with their friends. You know what I mean? If that's an important day in your life. But I also felt sorry for her. She's talking to the psychic and saying, are you getting anything? It's like, I got nothing. It's like, I just feel so bad. That's really painful. But I
thought to myself, when Kathy Hilton said, "Is that your dog?"
Twice.
Don't.
She said it twice.
Yeah.
She said it twice. I just think that was a wrong place for her to be. And then Dorit doubling down and wanting to continue the conversation anyway.
I know Dorit didn't say this verbatim, but I genuinely felt like she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but you're still a bitch and I still want to talk about it.
The subtext was that for sure.
Yes.
She didn't say that, but it was still inappropriate. She should have just said, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it must be a very sad day for you. We can discuss this another time or not at all or whatever.
And just say this kind of stuff, this is stupid. This is trivial. It doesn't matter. What you're dealing with is real life.
Right.
And I'm so sorry.
Right.
But we didn't get that.
So is she getting a lot of backlash for it, you think?
I don't know if I've really seen a lot of backlash so far. I thought when she went to touch Amanda on the shoulder and she said, "Can you please not touch me right now?" Dorit, had cameras not been rolling, she would have yelled at her. She wanted so badly to yell at her in that moment, but she couldn't do it because the cameras were there.
And then also, she got a book deal and she bought herself a $12,000 mini Kelly because of the book deal. I mean, talk about not being responsible with your money. This is the first any kind of paycheck other than, your housewife's paycheck, and you're worried about PK and your finances and everything else. Why would you spend that money on that and then screaming book deal, book deal, book deal? I don't know.
It's wild. And I'm sorry, I love Erica Jane, but for her to sit there and be like, I'm a New York Times best-selling author. I'm like,
yeah, and Rachel Zoe is like twice.
Two times. And I'm like, yeah, but you're not. You told stories to somebody who then put them into a book.
Well, I'll tell you, that's very common with housewives is the ghostwriter. Well, with a lot of people is the ghostwriter. But especially celebrities. Very few people write on their own.
I would say that, my book was a best-selling book, but when you sit there and say I'm a best-selling author, it's like you're not an author. Like, you didn't write anything.
Right. No, what you do is you sit with them and they ask you questions and they give you this and you could tell them, "Oh, I don't like that part," but you're not sitting there and putting pen to paper.
Never.
No.
Ew. Gross.
Sorry.
Ew. Yucky.
So I just thought it was funny. That's the thing that makes Amanda so polarizing. It's like, so why didn't you just write it?
And Joyce, well, it's mostly about time. It's a time saver for me to just have somebody else write my entire book for me.
And I agree that it would probably never happen if she had to write it.
No, but I mean that's what sets an author apart.
Right.
Do you know how many times I have sat down to try and write my book and it never, like, I can
your book, like your memoir?
Absolutely not. No.
What
fiction?
Book? Oh, you have a book that you want to write that's fiction?
I have like 4 really great ideas, and I have started all 4 of them. I've done like vision boards, and then it's just like to sit in front of a computer and just start typing is so fucking hard to do.
It's hard. And you have 3 little kids too, Ace. Now it's really
hard. That's what makes an author an author.
Right.
Like, my hat goes off to authors.
Yeah.
Who really genuinely sit there and write.
Like to write. Like, I like to write. Like, it's something
I love to write.
Yeah. That is something that I'll find the time for, but at whatever
and I
time.
think once you get going and you have that momentum, it's probably easier. But you're like, I'm on page 1,
right?
And I have to imagine this as like 200 pages,
right?
And it's daunting.
But is it fiction a little bit based on reality?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. So you're not like the hero?
No, I'm not in them at all. No.
Oh, okay. Are they about me?
Yeah. No. They're like crime. They're mostly like crime kind of situations.
Crime, but like gory shit?
No, not gory, but like think stalker, think murder, think kidnapping, think wrongfully convicted kind of stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. I love the vision boards. And
what do you think about Ashley Darby flirting with Mauricio?
Is anyone else tired of Ashley Darby?
Yeah, because Ashley Darby has come into this thing where she's feeling herself in a big way. Look, she's very hot. You watch Love Island. Like, her body is serious.
It's not called Love Island. Love Hotel.
Love Hotel. It's Love Hotel is like the pickleball of Love Island. So I think that she thinks she's the shit and that she can have anybody. And she's like, I think Mauricio will go for her.
Oh, I think Mauricio would go for anything with legs. I can't get over how icky I find him now.
I find him so icky too. I loved them before too. But all I can see is his big front teeth. And I could see that every other day I read something about, what do Rick and Kathy Hilton think about Kyle and Mauricio's potential reconciliation? It's like, what potential reconciliation? He is so far gone. And then now he's doing TikToks with his daughter, but on his insistence. Have you seen that?
That's embarrassing.
That was embarrassing. Because usually a TikTok, when a parent is involved, it's like the kid is coaxing you to do it. Come on, do it. But according to her, it was his idea. And he does it, and he's like acting all sexy and shit. It's like gross.
That's so embarrassing, and that makes me want to just
gross.
die of embarrassment.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you so you can see him dance.
Here's the thing with Ashley Darby is I loved Ashley Darby, the gold digger with that nasty little man, Michael Darby.
Right.
Like, that was the Ashley I loved.
Where she came in and she was like an outcast. How old are you? I'm like 4 years old, that kind of thing.
Yes.
She was
and
great.
Just that, like, you were clearly with this man for money. There was no way you were attracted to him. I loved that storyline.
Yeah.
I love a gold digger on Housewives.
Yeah.
I don't want to see true love fall apart, but I'm cool watching a gold digger situation fall apart.
Yeah. I don't think she cared about that at all. Plus, he was gay.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
it is what it is. But I miss Michael Darby.
Now,
I loved to hate Michael Darby.
Do you think there's any world where Kyle and Mauricio get back together?
I've said before, I think they will get back together. They'll try to get back together.
And then it'll fall apart.
Then it'll fall apart for good. And that's when they'll be like, okay, let's get divorced, not separated.
I think that's what's going to happen also. I hope not for either one of them, but with Alexia and Todd also.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't see that.
Can we talk about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip?
Oh, yeah.
Road trip?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It is.
They're in Miami now,
actually,
right?
I don't know if they've gotten there yet, have they?
Yeah, I saw Vicky. They were at the airport, and there was a bomb scare yesterday, and I saw them at Arrivals. It's she showed some stories.
Okay.
And I saw Chris, your friend Chris, the producer, La Rosa.
Yes, Chris DeRosa was flying.
Yeah.
Yes. With this, it's so nostalgic to see all these people again, and it's like, guys, we've got great talent here. You know what? I did not appreciate Eileen Davidson when she was on. But now when I go and I watch it back, I'm like, wait, I do appreciate her. I do like what she brings to the show. I just feel like I couldn't get past the Ford Flex. Like, that was really hard for me to look at a housewife in a Ford Flex, like a sideways refrigerator car. That was tough. It was very tough. And so I think I just kept holding that against her.
Yeah.
But did you see Adrienne Maloof? She is terrifying.
Because you know what it is. Do you follow her? Or every once in a while it pops up. The level of what do you call it? Soft focus, filters, Facetune that she does. The problem with doing that is that when people see you moving in real life, they're like, what the fuck is that? It's not the same thing. No, seriously. Like, there are times that she looks like Lisa Hochstein, that young.
Oh my God, oh my God, I'm dying right now.
Why?
I'm on her Instagram.
Are you seeing the filter?
Yeah, no, this is not at all what she looks like. She does like the Facetune where it's like, pick someone else's face for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not just softening lines and stuff. She changes features.
You know who I almost kind of feel like she looks like in some of her pictures? Stacey and Darcy from 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh, to me, she looks a little bit like Lisa Hochstein. Like that she's trying to look that way.
I saw a behind the scenes picture and I was just like, it looks painful to be her face.
I'm
and it
really
just felt like it was like
that there's no Miami there. I know it ends in Miami, and I know it ends at Lisa Hochstein.
Wait, it ends in Miami,
yes,
but they're there right now?
Yeah.
We didn't see them go to, like, New York.
Or maybe it doesn't end in Miami. They're filming the end before. I don't know. But they will go to Miami, and that's when I believe it's Lisa's lingerie show. Lingerie party.
I genuinely believe that this, even just the filming of it, like not even having seen it yet, has been so Helen to the entire world. Like, I wasn't really all that crazy excited about Nene coming back. Like I wanted to be, but I was like, I feel like we're gonna get the same old Nene. But I was like, she's back. I was so excited.
I thought she was gonna only be one day.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying she was there, and they went and saw her, and I'm just like, I felt like we were seeing old Nene again.
Okay, so that's what they're doing, going to the different cities.
Yes,
that are not represented.
No, because Portia's there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they went to Beverly Hills. They did Kyle's white party. They went to Orange County, and I don't remember what they did there. Probably put on Sky
Who's
Talks.
On for,
not entirely sure.
Oh, is it just Vicky that's on from Orange County?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they've gone to Salt Lake yet.
Is there any?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Lisa's on there too. Okay. And then Luann.
Every city's there except for
Miami.
Miami. Yeah.
Well, I think that in the either finale. The finale. Excuse me. What time is the finale?
What time, sir? Good sir. Can I find the finale? I'm wondering when I can have my tea and crumpets and my finale. Please, finale.
Okay.
I'm busy tonight. I'm watching the finale. The finale is here. Wow, fancy.
I forgot what I was saying.
You were saying that in the finale.
The finale, we're going to get all the Miami Housewives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
because it's fun. That party and they're all going to be there.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's been so nice seeing all these people together again. Yeah. You know, seeing Nene and Kim Zolciak together felt like, oh God, you know, hugging each other. Seeing Nene with Phaedra, that felt incredible. It just, I don't know. It's like, let the 20th year of Housewives be a Helen journey.
Yeah. I like that.
Let us hell. And by hill, I mean, let's get rid of Emily fucking Simpson's dumbass.
Yeah, honestly, I really think that we're ready for some nostalgia. It really has gotten dark, and I think that we probably yearn for the days when it was just silly shit and people fighting over, not trying to destroy the essence of who the other person is and their businesses and their relationships. Jesus Christ, it doesn't have to be like that.
I will say this. I'm going to have a really hard time with season 20 of Orange County because
you don't like Vicky.
No. I need Vicky back in her house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't care who bought it, get out, even just rent it to her for the show. I don't want to see her in like a little townhome.
Is she in a townhome?
I don't know what she's in. I feel like she's like, I got something much smaller, a lot more manageable and stuff. I remember hearing her say that, but I'm like, no. I want her with that god-awful early 2000s rock slide situation with the like bar underneath and
oh my God,
it was so gross. I loved it.
Yeah. I think that she downsized that, but that she's buying other properties and stuff. I mean, I think she has money.
No, I think she has money, but I feel like...
She's always been the breadwinner, though, you know? This is what I don't know, what the story is. I don't know what the story is with this man she's with. He seems very nice.
Yeah, but his name is Michael.
And?
Her son's name is Michael.
Oh, you think that's creepy? Michael's a pretty common name.
It doesn't matter. Every Michael's off the
my brother married an Ana, and then she was Ana Quincoces too, and I'm like, I used to call her the alternate juror.
Ana, are they still married?
No, thank God.
He married. Anna's not that common of a name. He could have found somebody else.
Her name was Ana, and she did like horrible baby talk. All the time.
That's incestuous. Sorry to your brother. I don't know if he ever has watched, but
no, he doesn't. But
that doesn't work.
I mean, he was with her for like 10 years.
Oh my God. And just think about like she's sucking him off, and he's just like, "Oh, Anna,
Oh!
good job with that." Exactly. Or, Vicky's like, "Oh, let's whoop it up, Michael. Whoa, I want to Michael. I'm just like,
your shirt just opened like a Persian.
Oh,
like Reza too.
Nipples.
Stop, Ace. It's so disgusting.
Sorry. Censor that out, please. Editors at F.O.S Media. Oh God. But I don't know. It creeps me out. You know what? Speaking of incest, there's a video on TikTok that is going a little bit viral. Well, the video's been deleted, but people are talking about it. This woman, she's a mom, goes in and she films her husband in bed with her son, who's like maybe 18, 19 years old. And
not the father of the kid.
Yes, father of the kid. And they say they're wrestling, like he went in and started wrestling him, but the video is very sus, as the kids. I don't think kids say that anymore, actually, but it's very suspect. It's very weird. And I've watched it so many times trying to be like, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that.
Okay, but what is it? What is it? He's in bed with a kid doing what?
Well, we don't know.
Spooning?
They say that they're wrestling, but the movements under the blanket seem weird. The kid's head is under the blanket. And so that was all really weird, but I was
Do you have that video?
Okay, I'll send it to you.
But like right now.
Oh,
I need to react to it in real time. Is it?
Oh.
Okay, so
it's on TikTok.
Okay.
I'll send it to you right now. And I want you to be able to weigh in on what you think, because it's just like something about it is just so
she
weird.
Walks in on them and she reacts,
but she reacts like nothing's going on, because she's like, that's the weird part about it. Like, she acts like this is normal.
Why
and then people are saying
recorded. Who recorded it? She did. All right, I'm saying it to you right now, so you need to watch it. I'll put it up on here, maybe. Please, if I remember. I mean, the editors at F.O.S Media, if you could insert that video here, that'd be awesome. So hey, seriously. Oh, hold on, wait.
Hey. I'm sorry. You guys are grown adults. Hey. I'm sorry. You guys are grown adults.
He was giving a blowjob.
I don't know about that, but I was trying.
He was going like this while the kid was making like moaning noises.
Stop. Because I really did genuinely try to be like, number one, and I mean, I'm contributing to it now too, but like, I feel bad for this kid because everyone's talking about it. And if he is being sexually abused, that's awful. And if he's not, it's awful. Like, it's terrible for this kid either way. But then people said that in some of her other videos, she talked about her other son who has a serious problem with wetting the bed, which is a sign of sexual abuse. But also, I mean, I wet the bed till I was 13, like, it's also a boy thing to wet the bed for a long time. So I just don't know. I don't want to believe it. But you watch that video obvious. Over and over again. You're just like, something's weird.
Oh my God. You need to put this up, and we need to hear what everybody...
The editors at F.O.S Media will insert it.
Put it up, and we want to know what you think. To me, 100% is very suspicious. And if I had to right now bet my life on it, there was shit going on there.
You would bet your life?
Yeah, I would. I would.
God, I don't know. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping that it's
wrestling doesn't happen under the covers.
Okay, but here's the thing. I wish there was more lead up to the video. Like, was he asleep in his bed and his dad kept trying to wake him up and he didn't wake up, and then he went and he was like, "Come on, you gotta get up," or whatever, and he was like, "Stop!" Like, I don't know. I don't know. I want it to not be true because it's so disgusting if it is true. And people are like, it's very Menendez brothers. I'm like, oh God. And they're like, the mom definitely knows what's going on. Right. I'm like,
the things that people put up with to be in a relationship because you're either gaslit to be in one, or you know, whatever, for whatever the reason, your own insecurities, your own whatever, financially, people put up with shit, and they block it out. It becomes something that they just live with. But that looked really weird. I think they were
there. I will never forget, this girl made this video one time on TikTok where she said that she forgot her lunch. She forgot to bring lunch to work or whatever. So she called her husband and said, "Hey, could you bring me my lunch?" And she started this video because she's like, I already know it's going to be something funny. So he brought her like dog food in a bag. He brought her like stuff from the trash, and put it in a lunch bag, which is okay. Like, maybe that's funny, but he didn't bring her a lunch. He didn't, like, that's what he brought her. Like, I understand if you were like if my wife was at work and I had to bring her lunch, I would put something funny in the lunch,
right.
like whatever, just to make
Like
her
a
laugh.
dog treat.
Yes,
not dog
or
food.
something. No, but like, just, or like a little penis-shaped something.
Right, exactly.
Like,
yeah, but there
happy
was
lunch.
no, like, he left her without
There
food.
was no lunch. She said, "I left my lunch at home. Can you please bring it?" And this is what he did. And people were like, "Girl, like, how do you not see that this is terrible?" And it's like, so many women, I feel like right now, are putting up these videos that they think are funny, and then they're realizing,
Yeah, I'm
it's
being
not
abused.
funny.
Okay, but this is a far cry from that. That's just somebody.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, you were saying people put stuff up on the internet, and it's,
I think that maybe I don't think she knows and is hiding it. I don't think that, because if not, she wouldn't have put up the video.
Right. But some people said, did she put the video, did she record it because she wanted somebody else to say something?
Right. That's what I think.
Like, almost like, am I
Confirm.
crazy or is this normal?
Confirm it. That's really, really bizarre. Really bizarre. There's so many weird things happening. Did you hear that Leanne Rimes, in the middle of a concert, all her teeth fell out?
I did not hear that, but I saw her tweet something, and so I was like, Leanne Rimes. I haven't heard from you in a minute.
How do your teeth fall out? You're singing and your teeth fall out, and now she's like seeing a nutritionist.
Well,
I mean, that's more than a nutritionist, right?
That sounds like meth.
I don't know. I shouldn't have seen that, Ace. That fucked me up.
I thank you, because I saw it last night and I've just been thinking about it, and I keep rewatching to just try and like. And there's something that he's saying at the very beginning that you like can't hear before he realizes his wife's filming, and he goes, "Oh hi," or "Oh hey," or whatever. He says something in there, and I'm like, I wish that like NASA could lift the audio and show us what it is he says there, because it's,
well, you can have. I've listened to like overhearing conversations, and there's an app that reduces the noise, and you could hear better. I could do that to it.
Well, do it.
We
need to know what he's saying in that first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He just looked like he was busted, you know? Like it was just like he kind of held his head. Like, haven't you ever been in that situation? You know?
No, I've never been walked in on before.
Right. No, me neither. But I'm just saying, you always see it like that, right? Like, oh, and then the kid was under.
Here's the part that I find really weird, is when he realizes she's in there, he pulls the comforter like over his butt more, and I'm like, are your pants down?
His pants are down. He's getting a blowjob.
Sad.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
And it was really sad too, because people are like, like, I can't believe they're doing this, and it's like, no, this is happening to him.
Right.
Like, that's his dad.
Right.
And how long has this been going on? If it's true, I don't know.
What is the general consensus though? People think.
Oh, everyone says it's terrible.
And so now
I've not seen a comment in support.
Like he's just playing or whatever. But the video's down now, so you can't see anything.
She deleted it, but everyone else is reposting it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it lives on, unfortunately.
All right. Well, share it.
And now it lives here, unfortunately, because I'm an asshole.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'd like to think maybe we'll have some people seeing it from a different perspective, but I don't think so. So. You can't unsee that. It's there. It's awful.
Wow. Do you have something happier to end this show with?
Let me think. No, I don't. Well, yes, I'm going to finish unpacking today. I mean, packing today. I'm going to say goodbye to the wallpaper. All these
Goodbye,
bitches that
wallpaper.
have supported me through all this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually excited about the house. I'm excited. I know that I might have one more meltdown before the week is up,
Yeah.
but
That's fine.
and then after that, I think I'm going to be fine. I'm hopeful.
I'm excited for you to get in there. I'm a little worried about the process of getting there, but I think once you're there, it'll be good.
I think so too. And on that note, that's so positive. New beginnings, new everything. My horoscope says that February is going to be like amazing.
Do you read your horoscope every day?
No. But every once in a while, I get stuff like on Scorpios, and then it's hard to be a Scorpio. You
Really?
feel things so deeply. You're like super loyal, and then anytime you feel disloyalty from somebody, it like kills you, destroys you. And then, you don't give up on stuff. So you keep working and working and working, and sometimes hitting a wall. And then, so, we're always due for like, how about something happening a little bit easier? Just happening like it appears to happen for other people. I don't know anybody else's struggle, but I'm just saying everything that I've ever done, I've worked for so hard. It just never falls on my lap. I just want one thing to fall on my lap. I want to see how that feels. But I also wouldn't enjoy things.
There is such a good sexual joke there about something falling onto your lap and wanting to know how it feels. But I'm not going to say it.
Well, okay.
I'm going to keep it to myself.
Okay.
Listen, I'm an Aries, and you know what's the worst part about being an Aries is being an Aries, because we fucking suck.
Jeff is an Aries.
Yeah, I just feel like Aries. Thankfully, I'm the very first day of Aries, and whatever it is before, I feel like I have some of that too.
Well, there's so you're Aries, you are right, March 31st, is it?
21st.
21st. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aries.
And I've done the whole chart, and my chart makes more sense because
my chart makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Which I know some people are like, this is stupid. And it's like, it is, but
oh no, I don't. I think more and more people are starting to believe that the characteristics of different signs, they're very accurate. They're very accurate.
Okay. Well, listen, guys, this has been fun. Sorry, it ended a little bit dark, but we don't get to pick the news.
No, we don't.
We don't get to pick the news.
We have to share.
We technically do. We actually do choose all the news.
Our editors at F.O.S Media tell us what to talk about. They tell us what's trending.
Yes, our producers always just like,
yeah.
Yes. So, oh God, guys, listen, go leave us a 5-star review. Sorry if we made your day any worse than it already is. But we tried our best.
We did our best. I did.
Sometimes you shoot and you miss.
Did you remember that, like kids in school?
What?
I did my best. I did my best. And they're crying.
No. Is this a video you're talking about, or is it just something kids did?
Specifically, like in law school, like somebody who got administratively dismissed because about 25% of law students don't finish, at least back when I went. And then I remember the person sitting next to like where they post the grades and on the floor, and she was just going, I did my best. I did my best, like over and over again. Every time I just think, I did my best. It's terrible.
No, I don't have a memory like that, but I do have a memory of being in 6th grade and using every single possible thing that ever happened that year that was even remotely somewhat bad, like to my advantage, and being like, it's just been really, really tough. No, I can't do my homework. Like a teacher died at our school,
and
at the school. Right. She was not my teacher.
No, but you were very affected by it.
She was. Here's the thing. She was 2 of my sister's teachers.
Okay.
And
So you were grieving
they
by
weren't
proxy.
they weren't in her class at the time.
Okay.
A
Because
couple
she
years
died
later,
no, she didn't die
at the school.
Oh,
At the school, but it wasn't during school hours. But there was a girl there because she was doing brownies or Girl Scouts or whatever, and she saw her walking down the hallway. She had a massive heart attack and died. And so I milked that. I was just like, it's just been really traumatizing and stuff.
to know somebody
and then,
died here on campus.
Yes, I had a teacher quit and blame it on. So she was like our math teacher, and she told her regular class that she was quitting and that her math, you could thank her math class for it because we were so terrible. So I milked that, and I was like, people are being so mean to me because Miss Fields quit, and it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I didn't say I felt responsible. I said I was like being bullied.
So you were. So here's the thing: you were actually bullied, but then you used the fact that because most people are more dignified and they keep the bullying to themselves and they try to, somehow survive it on their own or just become the better person or be stronger.
Here's
or
the
let
thing:
it define their character. But no, you.
If
turn
I'm
into a little
being
bit.
bullied, why? That's my burden to carry. I should be able to use it to my advantage sometimes.
Right. And the teacher dying that you didn't even know and that kind of stuff. By the way, ladies, I just read about this and I can see that happening. Women are having strokes when they go to the shampoo bowl. Okay, and they put their head back. Have you ever done that and it's felt weird? Because there's five important arteries there, and women.
So what are we supposed to do? Put a towel down or something?
I guess put a towel down, or I don't know. But now it's freaking me out because I remember feeling, before you totally relax and they're washing your hair, it feels very uncomfortable. There's something about it that's uncomfortable. So there's 5 arteries to the brain or something back there, and that could cause strokes. And people have an inordinate amount of strokes either right after leaving the hair salon or at the hair salon or shortly after getting their hair washed at a salon. So I'm just saying, just put a little extra padding. It's not a natural place for your head to rest. It's like a guillotine.
Do you think that there's something seriously wrong with us, that we wanted to end this on a happier note, and then we came here and we were like, also strokes, also teachers dying at schools,
also
bullying,
yeah, and then incest and child abuse.
Yes.
Well, you know what? We wanted to send you off realizing how good you have it. Right?
This is your positive affirmation for today.
That's it.
At least I'm not these people.
Right. At least I don't have cancer.
Unless you are those people watching, then I apologize.
Right. Exactly.
Sorry that this is your life, but
I'm so sorry.
Thankfully, it's not ours. So, all right, guys, go leave us a 5-star review. Leave us nice comments. Only say nice things about us. And like every single thing we do on Instagram, and tell us like we're silly, we're funny, we're hot, we're beautiful, all the above.
And I am going to post more stuff about the house because it's T-5 days. And
right now, the first video you posted, the volume was really loud on the music. And so it was like, in this room.
There was the first one or the one yesterday?
The one yesterday.
It had music?
Yeah, you had put music to it.
I did do the music.
Yes, you did.
Oh.
I'm going to show you.
Oh my God. How can I fix the music now? No, it's too late.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's like you're stuck with that. Let's see.
Oh, maybe because I did it on iMovie.
I'll try to do a proper video that's not rushed, so you can see what's happening. You can see if it's a mess still, and that the idea that I will be living.
Oh my God, it's such a disaster. Okay.
I was trying to listen, but I was like, I can't quite make out what she's saying over the music.
People just look at the pictures. Anyway.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, F.O.S Media. Thank you, all the talent at F.O.S Media. Thank you for all the support at F.O.S Media. Yeah. Thank you to the accounting at F.O.S Media. Thank you to the social media team, the HR, everybody at F.O.S Media. We just thank you. Thank you, Anna, so much for joining me today and really brightening people's spirits. I'm glad we could do that for people. And as always, thank you, Beyonce.
Yes,
thank you
thank
for
you, Beyonce.
giving us this platform, for giving us a reason to breathe, a reason to get up every day. Thank you, Beyonce. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, guys, we'll see all of you next week. Do we have a guest next week?
We probably will. We
Okay.
probably will have a guest next week, and I will have a much different background that is painted in a weird color because I'm not painting yet. So we'll see.
Okay.
All right.
So don't forget to come back next week for our very special guest. It's a big surprise.
It's a big surprise. We don't know who it is
Big
yet.
surprise.
Yeah.
Even us.
Okay.
All right, guys. All right, we'll see
Love
all of you later. Goodbye.
Bye.